Hey guys, 732 Review Crew back. I'm Mikey.
I'm Beef.
I'm Mike.
And we're on the third to last episode of the second season of Severance. Last time we had a Gemma episode, we learned a lot about her. She's basically a test subject for Severance outside of the workplace.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And then there's a lot of things going on right now. Mark's having a lot of issues, but he seems to have survived like this process
So
with
far,
the doctor.
yeah.
And we have to see what's happening there, guys.
I don't think we've seen
Wasn't he knocked out all last episode, or was that 2 episodes?
That was 2 episodes ago, but he woke up at the end.
we haven't seen the aftermath of him sleeping with Helly. Right.
I think she might be pregnant. That's my guess.
Oh,
We're going to find out. So thank you for joining us. Make sure to check out Patreon. Otherwise, we're starting this morning.
so many fucking questions.
Well,
Previously on Severance.
Good Kobo.
Place in me the values 9, that I may feel thy touch.
Dude, I keep forgetting there's like a cult.
I hope we deep dive into her like school.
That'd be good.
Like imagine that's where she's going. I feel like I'm watching Inception again.
Dude, I want to know where they're based out of, because this is like some of the most gorgeous like landscapes.
Is that an iceberg in the water?
Yeah.
There's like ice.
This
Is
is
it like
ice.
Is it like Norway? Is it Alaska?
Alaska?
I don't know.
This looks like
I would say Alaska.
This could be Washington too. Or like California.
I don't know enough to argue with you about if icebergs make it into Seattle.
That's a good question about.
I don't think so.
Northern, but Washington's on the North Coast.
The North Coast.
That's
Northwest. The Pacific Northwest.
Salt snack. Wonder if we could look that up.
Probably not real.
Maybe they are in Washington, and like this is like the Alaskan highway. So is this like where she's from? This like sad, destitute town.
It could be that. It could be the Cure schoolgirls. This could be just
Hidden,
chosen
one kid.
You ain't lived till you brushed your teeth in a gas station bathroom.
I feel like I have lived. Thank you very much.
Oh, wait,
You recognize that burnt out bus?
no. Kier worked in an ether factory,
You think this is Kira's hometown?
and that person's doing ether. They sprayed it.
She's littering.
Devin. This could be her hometown.
There's a certain charm to the addict huffing ether.
Okay. This Greasy Spoon Diner.
They both have the same value.
Oh, and the mask.
How the fuck do you flip a 2-ton snowplow? The stupidity. Well, that's kind of
Ether.
Hey, Rose. You want a refill? I like the new do. Very chic.
That's cute.
So the breathing mask that Harmony has in her basement,
Huh.
ether causes lung damage because they're inhaling chemicals.
Huh. Dude, the diner probably makes the most delicious fucking breakfast.
Or it has ether in it, so it's like actually just addictive.
Let me enjoy my Greasy Spoon fantasy, okay?
Cracked pancakes.
Dude, if they're still in business, come on.
How's that guy?
He's even got a fresh cake.
Oh, his face dropped completely.
Harmony, Cobell. Well, flip my toboggan.
You want coffee?
No.
Tables are for paying customers.
Fine, then buy me a coffee.
Oh, they all know her.
That's what I'm
The town
wondering.
is older than I remembered. Frailer.
Yeah, well, with the market readjustment from a few years ago and the fluctuating interest rates, there was a retrenchment from some of the core infrastructure.
Okay, so you used to work
investments.
there. That was too corporate a line.
He does work for them already, still probably.
I need a favor. Meet me at the factory.
Oh,
Here's OG Factory.
is this where and then it makes sense. So they take people who live here and turn them into luminists because they're taking them from a life that's bad, but they created that life for them. It's a cycle. They make them into addicts. They make the town bad. They try to save them. They brainwash them.
Do we go from here?
I can't tell if they're trying to use the music as like a soundtrack to indicate the era of the show, because technology seems inconsistent.
Why? What makes technology exist?
The cars and everything are old,
They have smartphones.
but yeah, they have smartphones.
Yeah. Well, this, I mean, it makes sense for this car to be old.
But wasn't there old cars in Mark's neighborhood too?
Give me that
Isn't
candy!
that
I don't think, like, specifically.
I mean, pretty much all the vehicles are like 88.
Mike was
90.
commenting on that in the beginning when we were watching this, that all the cars in their 80s, because we couldn't figure out the era at first. So I'm trying to figure out myself.
Yeah, because that's like a solid 80s pickup right there.
But even the cars in
Like they made that like 85 to 88. I could be off, but like that's ballpark. Lumen.
and even Harmony.
Dude, the factory looks like a face, like how they did in the...
Oh yeah. Are the pieces finally coming together?
No, we're never getting answers.
We still don't know about the goats.
You're right.
Goat semen is the secret to integration.
Stop. Your 2 eyes of milk pilled.
Jesus Christ.
You know how fucked it is to ask me to come here.
I need you to drive me to Sissy's.
Oh. No thanks.
Guys, good.
They're watching the house. They'll recognize my car.
Is this your brother?
How much trouble are you in?
Enough.
Then you know she's a fucking pariah here.
I need to get something.
I don't know about brother, but I feel like old coworker.
Wish it's sissies, that's why.
We were once chums. Old colleagues lived each
Oh,
other.
you're right.
Yeah.
Colleagues. Child fucking labor.
There you go.
They were
Probably it's working.
Miss Wangs.
Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Here, and Imogen met at the ether mill.
Was she hacking up a lung at the time?
I can smell it on your breath. Pathetic.
Fuck you.
You can help me or not, but I'll not be the punching dummy for your resentments.
still does ether.
God, I want one of those pickups so bad.
It looks like it's in great condition.
Coast is clear.
The house is cool.
You're higher than a bearded vulture.
That's why the guy flipped his plow.
I'm gonna use that line.
Tell her to drop dead for me.
Do bearded vultures get high, not physically?
Like in the sky.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Can you eat any bird?
There's
What?
none.
You are not welcome here.
Oh, not welcome, yes. Oh, she gave it anyway.
Oh my God, wait, it said
I
Harmony.
do not
Yeah,
want
this
that
is her
off
room.
peddler on my property.
Is her mom?
You gave him his thirst for it.
You got liar's mouth.
Oh.
Her toy.
Celestine Sissy Coble.
Her actual sister?
I think it's her mom.
What have you done with my things?
Sold to the poor.
Has anyone been here?
No one comes here.
Or a telephone?
A Mr. Drummond. What have you done, little mouse?
Little mouse.
Harmony!
I want the key to Mother's room.
Oh, sister.
That room
I guess
stays
so.
shut until all who remember her sit with Kier.
Give me the key.
Why do you bring nothing but woe into my life?
Ah.
Now it is you who cursed this house with woe.
Ooh.
What were her last words?
Do not test me.
She said nothing. After you pulled the tube from her gullet.
Ooh. Holy shit.
I feel like it's auntie, not sister.
There was gratitude
Maybe.
in her eyes to be freed from her suffering. If only she had been a believer, perhaps she would have found solace in the 9.
Facial acting's so good, a tear in her eye.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to listen to her wheezing, as I did day after day.
He was an addict.
I would have cared for her myself had I not been at school.
Where you belonged.
I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Your studies were more important.
That's
Jeez.
wild.
Mr. Egan saw Kier in you. No apprentice was more industrious than
Apprentice.
Such a disappointment you've proven to be.
Oh.
What did Drummond tell you?
Return and plead forgiveness, child. The Egan's will grant it.
Oh, will they?
And show me mercy, just like you did with Mother. Where's the key?
All you will find in there is pain.
They take the body out.
That was an honest possibility. Shrine?
Just like Harmony had.
Where is it?
The goat.
What?
She had a little statue of a goat.
What's the goat mean?
I found it!
What's inside? A room untouched by time.
Oh god, is she in there still? No, right?
No. But the old hospital bed is.
It looks so dusty. My allergies are acting up already. I'm not even kidding. Oh, that's cute. There's the mask. She can do ether. No. What?
I don't think anything's on.
He is breaking down. Still filled?
I mean, if it's sealed, it shouldn't evaporate.
Sea ice.
It's like a whale.
Yeah.
For wailing winds.
It's like 18 layers of symbology here, and I just can't parse them.
Well, she's going through death and rebirth right now.
Right.
And symbolizing the passing of how long she's spent here doing this.
It's whales.
Dude, that dude's outside waiting for her.
He's high, he's fine.
Get your harpy hands off, he's crazy.
You blighted snuff slave.
What is it? What happened?
Nothing. Came to get you. She's
Damn.
not too happy about it.
Did you see something?
No, but it's cold as shit in the truck, and I gotta get back.
Man's gonna do some 40-year-old ether.
I liked her.
Oh.
You barely knew her.
She hated Lumen more than I did. That's all I needed to know. At least she doesn't have to live with Sissy anymore.
That might be her aunt.
You want to get high?
Okay, Towley. Her face is changing. No. Reject.
Her mom?
Reject.
What do you mean, dude? It's the key or wire.
Oh, I haven't done that since I was 8.
You ready to man the vat for 10 hours?
Yeah, we get high and work in the factory.
Probably the only way to tolerate it.
It's shameful that you sell it.
Oh, that coming from previous episodes.
Yeah, right.
Well, they said it already. Kier met his wife in a factory.
I don't think it's here.
Someone else showed up? Mr. Drummond?
She wouldn't throw it away.
I think she's just yelling at them. In the bunker. Oh, no, that's a cellar.
Hobbit hole. Myrtle Egan?
School for girls.
Is it the yearbook?
I think so.
Yep. Are there any names?
Valedictorian.
Harmony Cobell? Are there any other names that we can notice? Trying to figure out if Mr. Milchick went to school with her. Egan bust?
James Egan.
The Wintertide
What's she
Fellowship.
doing?
She won that for being the best at the Wintertide.
What's hidden in it? What the fuck?
Congrats, you have found the next part of the Egan quest. Love that they're doing this while high.
Don't tell them I was here.
I would never bear falsity to a steward of the Egans.
Lumen.
There was no town before the factory.
That makes it better?
Everything that you have, you owe back to the Egans. as fealty.
Fealty? Mine! My designs! Circuit blueprint, base code, overtime contingency,
design?
Glasgow block,
Yeah.
all of it!
The show.
Jay Megan was the inventor.
So I've heard.
God damn, she's smart.
What the fuck? And she's been willingly working there?
Extraordinary.
He's a soldier.
Why have you never spoken of this?
I was told Kier's knowledge is
That's why.
that if I sought credit, I would be banished.
It makes it extra crazy how Helena was talking to her.
Is he gonna try and burn it?
I was gonna wonder that, yeah.
I
Smack the
hope you
shit out of her.
die as painfully as she did.
It was her hand that removed the tube, not mine. Your mother was a coward,
Ooh.
more sick in the soul than in the body. Filled with malice and resentment.
Smack her.
I don't think Sissy's lying.
I don't believe
I
you!
don't care. Smack her.
I thought you were different.
Smacked her.
My flower. I tried to help you grow. But now I see. You are a weed. Just as she was.
Hey! Someone's coming!
Should have smacked her as soon as she smacked her back.
You better get going. See you around.
She stole his truck. That's great.
He gave it to her.
I know. Like, stole air quotes.
Why is he staying then?
Come tame these tempers, asshole.
All right, this guy kind of cool. Answer it.
Mrs. Silva, oh, thank fuck. I've been trying to reach you.
Yes, I'm aware.
So listen, Mark has been reintegrating?
We're a copy, and she hasn't killed him yet. Is Mark with you?
Oh, yes.
Put him on.
Is she not who she says he is? Wakabi?
Tell me everything.
That's it.
I like how this is ending.
Ending great. This was a short episode, but it's so much packed into it.
Wow.
So
So she's actually the one who knows how to technically reintegrate.
she made the chip.
She always said reintegration is not possible. And since she invented it, that means that, like, it probably isn't possible.
It quite literally could be possible. It couldn't be possible. Maybe she knew, maybe she didn't. It could also be one of those things that Kier told her to say it's not possible, so she just says it.
Yeah.
Because, like, so we see, like,
Sure.
so much. I mean, she's obviously incredibly intelligent. She makes the chip. She never took any form of, credit for it because Kier's knowledge is for all. It's like,
Yeah.
it's obviously a socialist
So
type
she would be
situation.
banished.
But it was not, though, because Kier and Lumen were taking credit for the chip. So they weren't being selfless. He was extending his legacy.
It's a cult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only the cult leaders are able to deliver.
So she came back here because she was being discredited by Helly, but she came back to prove that she wasn't actually, just some disposable pawn.
But also, I think it's if she wants to go public with everything, she needs proof and knowledge
yeah,
that she is the
exactly.
person who created the chip.
Yeah.
Because they could just say she's some crazy
But I don't
worker.
think she's, like, trying to, like, discredit them. I feel like she's trying to, like, give that,
back in with them.
like, essentially get Ragabi that plan of, like, what it is so that she can help, like, fight the fight.
Yeah.
Because Kobo doesn't seem like the type of person to be petty. Kobo seems like the type of person to be scorched earth revenge.
That's what she's doing right now.
So rather than, like, just try to, like, discredit Lumen, I think they want, she's like, oh, you don't need me? Okay. Let me just go reintegrate all your people.
Yeah.
So she could be doing that.
I think that's her plan.
Because she mentioned overtime contingency. So she might be trying to activate that globally. Because remember we learned about, like, the Italy branch and stuff?
What if the way the reintegration works is that it uses parts of what overtime contingency has? But Ragabi wouldn't have that information, but Cobell does.
But you know what's going to be interesting about that whole situation too is that what she's going to do is she's going to flip the switch. So that means everybody's innies are going to become the outies, and the outies are going to become the innies. So if Helena, because she's going to flip the overtime means they all go to their innies.
Yeah.
So Helena could be in the middle of something becoming Helly, but also more importantly, this could actually cause people like, for example, the senator's wife and other people to come up and start propping up and come public.
And it would cause a problem
because they would be like,
Lumen to,
Severance is being,
suffer.
Severance, and then it goes the entire thing where we had the whole episode where his brother-in-law was like, "Does innies have a soul?" type thing. Not the brother-in-law. I'm sorry. Bert's husband. Who was like, innies have a soul and deserve to live. So then it's going to start a whole conscientious movement that innies deserve rights and people too, because if you're using innies just for negative, but they still feel pain and suffer, they're just as human as us. Therefore, people like, Gemma, whose consciousness exists for unpleasance like surgery, therapy, etc., are going to be showing how inhumane, torturous it is, and how cruel it is to subject people to that. And that's what she's trying to do. Is she's trying to start a thing, and you can't just come out slowly. The biggest way to get this all to stop and get her revenge on Lumen and everything is just to cause mass chaos and stuff by bringing it immediately. Because it's not just because most of the people who have this done to them are, high profile people. So it's not going to be like you and me that are popping up. It's going to be like the governor's wife or the president's daughter coming up as the people speaking out.
Is Cold Harbor supposed to be like
memories?
No, like making them kind of like Sissy, where everyone's just like a follower of the Egan.
It could be.
People are like, is this like a giant? Is Lumen that evil where they just because we already have the cult idea, right? So they like having the cult and having everybody in line with the cult. So like, what if they're advertising like the whole Severance thing? So it's like, hey, like, so you don't have to go to the doctor and everything, which is why we're testing all these scenarios where people would actually want the technology. And then Cold Harbor is like the override switch, like at the end of Kingsman, where it's like, aha, I control everybody now.
It could be, or it could be them just trying to store the memories of people.
I don't think because Cold Harbor, that looked like what you would consider Cold Harbor. I know they're like named after certain shit that like does not 1-to-1 equal, but I don't know. It seems sus.
I have I like the introduction or the filling out of Cobell's background harmonies, because like we find out why she's a Lumen girl. Her mother was addicted to ether. It makes sense as soon as I see the guy huffing ether in the beginning.
Well, they were in a company town.
Well, yeah, but it makes sense as soon as we see the ether in the beginning. I'm like, the mask makes sense because it was like either it was to breathe the ether in. But I thought it was for scarred lungs, but it was she got so frail and weak from drugs that she couldn't hold it up and do it to her mouth, so she needed to breathe it. And that's what happens in this town. It's just like, unfortunately in the past, like, in the 1800s, etc., also in other countries where you have situations like, alcohol, being farmed or created, or like, even drugs, and the surrounding area becomes addicted to the drugs and creates like slum type situations, which further perpetuates low-income labor for the factory, and then addiction to the product, which then funds the company, and it's a vicious cycle. And some people get out because they believe, they can get out. They see what's going on around them. Like Sissy wanted Harmony to follow a cult to get out, which probably is better than being addicted to ether from the age of 5 onwards, because that's what it seemed like was going on. Harmony was
That's
like
a lot of postulation.
That's a lot.
But she was like, I haven't done ether since I was 8 years old.
What's better,
like
joining a cult or doing that?
I feel like it's a big jump to like to go to that.
Well, I think it just comes down to like the choice was like suffer and be thrown away, or embrace Kira's message and be a good company corporate person, and like that's your way out.
Climb
like,
the cult ladder.
Go join the company and be a company zealot, or be poor.
What is it that Creed said? He said spend a lot of time in cults in the 80s.
Yeah,
it's a lot more fun to be a follower, but you make a lot more money as
yeah. If from The Office, that's great. That's really true. I really enjoyed this episode. I like the parallels to Kira and his wife with like the hit with her, as well as the guy that in the episode they met as children.
They keep going back to that, and I feel like it's like too like it has to be a pivotal point somewhere in the story.
He met his wife at work.
Sure, but we've used that for Helly and
Mark
him.
Met his wife
we've
at
used
work.
that for we've used it like 6 different times. Like it has to be more significant than just these surface applications.
Well, we're gonna find out that the reality is Egan was like an older man, and his wife was like a child labor, and it's going to be like because like what it seems like they have children working in the factories.
Sure.
Or young, like that's the thing, and they're addicted to drugs. So I mean, obviously, if the owner,
I don't know where this is going, but it is.
We'll find out.
Every time I see that this is produced by Ben Stiller, I'm just like, that's insane.
I'm having a great time. I got a lot of theories coming to me, like especially once I start seeing the ether and everything. It's all just like a perpetual thing to keep everybody within.
Mike is so hyper focused on ether. Mike's getting off some ether after this camera.
Because they've talked so much about ether, the whole
factory
and ether stuff, this and that. It makes me think that even James Egan's like brother wasn't actually his brother, but his alter personality on ether, and he went out into the woods because he was kicked out of his house because he was on ether and like tried to live out there, and he did all that stuff and had an epiphany. It wasn't like the woods didn't absorb his brother.
I don't think there's any more room on the dartboard, Mikey. I think you're done.
Yeah,
I had that stored inside me since the last sentence that I edited. All right. Thanks for joining us, guys. I'm Mikey.
I'm B.
I'm Mike.
Check out Patreon. Full support goes a long way. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Just comment, let us know how you like the theories, the discussions, anything like that. And wow, we're almost there. Second to last episode coming up. See you there.
See you soon.
Toodles.